Okay, I'm gonna try to make this short for people who attention spans are hella short. If you see anything in my background, ignore it because I'm in the middle of reorganizing, getting my life together. And if I keep looking to my right, it's because my viewfinder is over here, but my camera is here. So excuse me, I did not take notes. I just recorded this whole thing and I decided to re-record it because I started rambling and I would add points that could be a whole nother story time. First of all, let me tell y'all, if y'all running numbers up on this video, trust me, I'm gonna have plenty of other videos because my life is like a movie and I have plenty of story times to share with y'all if y'all really need to know or really want to know. We're the messy people because I know y'all wanted to see this video about the roommate. Okay, so first key point is me and this girl were cool. We're gonna call her Lacey. Me and this girl were real cool, but we weren't like besties. We met, first of all, which is how I met a lot of my friends when I lived in Atlanta, which is crazy, was in the bathroom, like in multiple clubs. So it wasn't like we became real close after one night. I ran into her multiple times, and after like the 5th time of running into her, and this wasn't like every day or every weekend, over some time, we ended up exchanging information because her energy was just like everything. She was super lit, super hype all the time, like on go. She was just on go, and I love that. Especially when you like tipsy. You like, I don't know if y'all know girls in the club, but you just like, hey, you just want to have fun. So yeah, it was like that. So Lacey was like super cool, but I didn't know anything personally about her other than seeing her in the club. So at the time I was in transition of moving from the apartment that I was in to a new place because my plans were to move to Vegas, but that didn't pan out because I wanted to be more prepared before I just up and left. So I was looking for a new place to move into, and I ran back into her. Now at this time, I don't remember how we got on the conversation. Maybe she asked me how I had been doing or something of that matter. But anywho, I explained my situation about me looking for a new place, and she was like, no, don't go get a place. I need a roommate right now, and I'm not even asking for rent. Whole nother story time. I just want you to pay electricity. You have your own room, own bathroom. Like, you don't have to share none of that with me. Like, we Gucci. So I'm like, okay, cool. And it was like literally up the street from where I was currently staying, or where I had just moved from. So I definitely wanted to stay in that Buckhead area. Like, I love the area that I lived in. It was like Roswell Road, but the Buckhead end at this point in time. And so I ended up moving in. I moved in. Things were great. She wanted to party all the time though. And though I was already partying all the time with my friends, it was like a different vibe. With her, it was more like, I'm like, okay, this is different. First of all, I don't know. What the hell that was? Sorry. Anywho, we bobbed well, especially when I found out she was a Virgo like me. So I'm like, oh, she a Virgo like me. But that changed because she a totally different Virgo than me, and that's before I knew about placements and moons, like your moon sign and all that. She's cut from a different cloth. But when we would go to the club, she would be leaving the club with these guys. I'm pretty sure, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, just not my cup of tea or what I would do. Pretty sure she was getting paid to do like a little extra on the side when she was leaving these clubs. But that's none of my business. Long story short, I move in, everything's cool. We go to the club one night because that was literally our life, work, home, club. And she was talking to this guy. Now, I honestly don't remember seeing him that night. Like I said, she speaks to a lot of people. She knows a lot of people. So I didn't particularly pay attention to him. But when at the night's end, he ended up coming to the house with us, and I can't speak. I almost want to say that he rode in the car with us when he came. At this point, I'm playing wingman. He had a homeboy with him. I ended up saying that I had to go to work the next day, so the homeboy ended up leaving. He was respectful. He didn't try to holler. He didn't try to touch me. None of that good stuff. So we were cool. We were Gucci. He ended up leaving. I got in the shower, got ready for bed. Now I could hear everything going on through this wall because the way her apartment was set up, it wasn't like roommate style. So our rooms weren't on separate ends of the apartment. It was like our rooms were literally back to back. So her room was this way, my room was this way. On hers, my bathroom was across from my room, and then her bathroom was inside of her room. So I could hear everything. So you know how that went when she got home with him. Long story short, I'm a hard sleeper, but I can also be a light sleeper depending on how tired I am prior to me falling asleep. Y'all, I'm recording. Cut it out. Sorry. Prior to me, they made me lose my spot. Oh, prior to me falling asleep, depending on how tired I am, is how hard or how light I would sleep, you know. Obviously, depends on what stage of sleep you're in. So, this was more so, I think, of just like me being lucky. I just so happened to wake up. It wasn't to go to the bathroom. It was just like me waking up. Don't know why. But it's good that I woke up because as I'm waking up, I hear my room door open. So, my room door open. I pop up and I look over and guess who's walking in? Lacey's F-boy. So I'm confused at this point, kind of alarmed. All kind of thoughts are running through my mind. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what are you doing? What is this? And he's like, oh, I'm coming to lay with you. And that you're not. And he said, yeah, you know, I've been watching you all night, like at the club, and I think you look good, and like I want to come lay with you. And I'm like, no, like, go lay with Lacey. Where's Lacey? He's like, oh, she in the room. She sleep. And I'm like, well, you need to go lay with Lacey. At this point, I'm kind of in panic mode, and I don't know what to do. So, she had dogs at the time. Like, a mom, a dad, and then they had a couple of puppies. So, this one puppy just so happened to be walking by or trying to come in the room or something. Can't remember what. But he bent down to get the puppy and he picked it up to go take it back to wherever it was supposed to be. So I took the opportunity to instantly jump out of the bed, run to the door, and lock it. So I closed and locked the door and I lay back down. I'm like, Lord, please, I hope that he does not try to come back in here, right? So he, after a few minutes, the door is jiggling and I'm in here panicking. Like, do I go out through the window? Like, what do I do? It's funny now, but it was not funny then. Like, I was terrified. She was dangerous. Like, how do you just bring random guys home from the club? Like, that was her thing though. So, whatever. So, needless to say, he didn't get in. He eventually gave up and I eventually fell back to sleep. Now, the next day, I told the other guy that I had to work or get ready for work, but I'm pretty sure I didn't have to work because when I woke up, I was trying to find a way to tell her or if I should tell her because I felt like she was the type of friend that if you tell her anything about a guy, she would turn it all around on you and be like, no, you're just trying to talk to my dude and all this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, do I tell her? Do I not tell her? I'm like, forget it. I'm going to tell her. Y'all, I didn't have a chance to tell her. Like, this man would not leave from up under her side. Like, he was playing like nothing ever happened the night before. but I didn't have like any alone time with her. And then on top of that, when it was time to drop him off, which was like dang near the end of the day, and at this point I'm like, forget it, it's no point even telling her. We didn't drop this man off at a hotel, motel, or whatever it was, and I'm almost positive that she left me in the car to go get another quickie when she dropped him off. So he was just a bum altogether, and you just giving it up to just anybody, because I don't understand. We dropped him off at a hotel. He rode with us from the club, so I didn't even know who his ride was. I honestly don't think he had a car. So I don't know what she got out of it. Either it was really good, or he got money and he just decides to live in a hotel and he got some other extracurricular activities going on. I don't know. But it's not, I mean, I guess I exaggerated on the title a little bit to catch y'all attention. I mean, y'all probably would have watched it either way, but if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Hit up my website at www.waisteddreams.llc for all your waist beading needs. Men for your focal intentional beaded jewelry, and for your sea moss gummies. Apparel coming soon, t-shirts anyway, so hit me up. Thank y'all for watching, and trust me, that was nothing compared to half the the stuff I experienced in Atlanta. So if you guys want to see more, click subscribe, run the views up on this video, and let's get to 20K. Talk to y'all later.